Wanted to provide a quick reaction to the breaking news out of the NFL this morning. If you haven't heard yet, must be living under a rock. Sean McDermott out in Buffalo. And this is something that we will react to a little bit more on the midweek pod that will drop either Wednesday or Thursday at Party Chat Sports on YouTube or wherever you get your podcast. But this is something that we've been calling for the last couple of years. It just seemed like the Bills had hit their ceiling with Sean McDermott. Didn't seem like he was a really good coach at turning around that Bills program. You got to remember, they had a 19-year playoff drought before McDermott got there, and they got that first playoff appearance with Tyrod Taylor. They draft Josh Allen, and then they've been a perennial Super Bowl contender, but haven't been able to get to the big game. And that's been a big issue with Sean McDermott, is not being able to get over the hump. And in a year where you didn't have Mahomes, you didn't have Lamar in the playoffs, the guys that have been getting in the Bills' way, you lost to Bo Nix, who, no discredit to Bo Nix, but Josh Allen was an MVP last year. That's not the type of guy you're supposed to be losing to. And even in that game, you're watching, and it's like, all right, the coaching wasn't awful, I didn't think. It was more Josh Allen committing 4 turnovers and lack of roster improvements. You know, the roster was not where it needed to be for a Super Bowl contender, which is what I think the biggest shock for me is that Brandon Beane is still the general manager. Not even just the general manager. He got a promotion. He's getting more responsibility. So a half-measured approach there by the Bills. I'm curious to see if that costs them at all or what type of impacts that has. I mean, they could bring in a Brian Dable who has a really good relationship with Josh Allen by all accounts. Maybe they promote Joe Brady. That's going to be a very coveted job because of Josh Allen and the perceived Super Bowl window. But they're going to need to make some huge roster improvements. You can't have the corpse of Brandon Cooks being your number 1 wide receiver in the divisional round of the playoffs. That just can't happen. You need to have more firepower for Josh Allen. He needs to clean some things up. The turnovers, awful. Defensively, they could improve. You gave up 33 points to the Broncos, who they've been good, but you should, if you're a Super Bowl team, you shouldn't be giving up 33 points to them. So we're going to react. But I think the big takeaway is we've been expecting this to happen. We've been wanting this to happen for the Bills just because the Super Bowl window was closing with Sean McDermott. And now, depending on who they get back or get in, that window could open up a little bit more because you want to take advantage of Josh Allen's Super Bowl window, his prime. This is the best way to do it. So Sean McDermott, really good head coach. I don't know if he's going to take another job this year, next year, but he could be a program. He's somebody that's already turned around a program. So he's going to be coveted. That Bills job is going to be really coveted. And